So today started off as usual with packing and unpacking my bag. And I thought that today would be a pretty light day. One, because my cycle just came on. And I don't like to do too much when my cycle is on. I know. I should be over it by now, but I'm not. And that was reason number one. Reason number two, the park seemed pretty small based on what I was reading, and one of the biggest attractions was a scenic drive. I knew I wasn't going to do the full drive, but I knew I wanted to see the park so I can say that I explored it. So I got up, took my time getting up, went to the restaurant here at the hotel, had breakfast, went outside, and what you saw a few frames ago, that's the back of the hotel. So just saw that, knew that I wanted to spend some time out there later that day, and then I got on the road. On my way to the park, which is about 13 minutes from the hotel, there were a few places to stop off and just see. And as you can see in this clip and many of the others you'll see from today's footage, it was just beautiful out there. Like, it is something about this untouched land that is just amazing, that it just takes my breath away. And each time it just reminds me of God's grace, God's goodness. As I was going to the park, I made my way to the visitor center, and I saw a girl in the park who had one of the same water bottles as I did. And I started to say something to her, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? She's enjoying herself. Let me just go on about my business and keep moving. But what it did make me do was realize how light my backpack was. Check my backpack. Lo and behold, my water bottle was not in there. I didn't panic, but I was a little nervous that my water bottle might be gone because I knew I had it that morning to take some medicine. I knew I took it with me to the restaurant downstairs, and I'm confident I had it with me when I was fixing some hot tea, and that's what really threw me off. I walked out with the cup of tea and not my bottle. And so as you can see, I turned around, went back to the hotel, and they had my bottle in lost and found. So I was very grateful for that. I had already decided if it was lost, I would just buy another one, but I'm grateful that I didn't have to buy another one. So after getting my water bottle, I turned around, went back to the park, and whoever had the idea to put a stand right in front of the sign, genius. Perfect for solo travelers like me. And so here's me having a little photo video shoot with the sign before continuing into the park. I decided not to put on my boots just yet because, again, I thought I was going to be in the car most of the ride, and so my Crocs got a little action today, and I was just thinking, me and these Crocs, we go together real bad. I love me some Crocs. They're so comfortable, which I did keep them on for most of the day because I was in the car. So a lot of this video is just the drive, so I'm going to let the music play and let you enjoy the scenery. So on this part of the trail, I kept thinking this would have been so perfect if I were in the Jeep, feeling all off-roadish and stuff. Even though this was off-road, it was still very well kept, very paved, so no Jeep was needed. After a little more riding, I went back to the hotel. I had a lot on my mind today. From the time I woke up, actually from the time I went to bed, and had a lot on my mind. Like I said, woke up this morning, decided to do some journaling, and even after the riding and everything, Still a lot was just kind of going through my head, so I sat and I did what I do, and that's write. I ended up writing a few journal entries, also wrote a poem that I'll share probably with my pictures, just a poem about Utah. And then I got on the internet and looked up this horseback riding place that I saw up the street, was able to book an appointment for 3 o'clock. I was able to get the pastrami burger and fries for lunch, and then I went horseback riding. So the next few videos, I actually do some talking in those.
Yesterday on the
and
way
so
to the
I'll let you
canyon,
just either enjoy the horseback riding or listen to me
I
talk.
saw some horses. All right, let's go pace. Saw this horseback riding place. Decided to give them a call. The weight limit's 230. I told her in between 235 240. And she said I'm still good. I knew I was gonna get a nice big whopper of a horse. I need something that can hold me tight. And I know this horse will. So I'm getting pace. We're gonna water up. This is her horse. I'll do that later. So we're on the trail, she's back there taking pictures of other people in the party. And up here, it's just me and Pace in this wide open land. Should we go for a little gallop? Should we? My mouth feels so dry. I don't think we're gonna go for a gallop today. We're gonna wait on the rest of them.
So horseback riding was 10 out of 10. Pace was definitely one of the best horses I've ever ridden. He was a perfect size. Came back to the hotel, showered, changed clothes, went downstairs for dinner, came back up, rested my feet a bit, and that was the day.